What's going on, everybody? Jay the Black here. I'm back with another video. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Happy 4th of July to everybody. Make sure y'all subscribe to JDB Media ENT. That should be the first link in the description box. That's why I'm doing all my live shows right now. So y'all better get over there and you better get subscribed and you better click that notification bell. Don't tell me about how you missing shows and you showing up like, Jay, it's been a while. Anyway, I want to talk about Bow Wow's baby mother, now Future's new baby mother, Joie Chavis, a female who a lot of us have never heard of, but the social media knows about her, I guess. I want to talk about how she played herself majorly, okay? Now, I've been trying to process a lot of this information, and this topic was suggested to me by a loyal subscriber. Shout out to this person. And I've been going through all the information, trying to surmise everything so I don't forget it. You know, I actually do research and I actually don't do videos unless it can be corroborated, unless there's a lot of info. I don't just put stuff out there like some of these other people do. But what it seems to me is that she started messing around with Future last year. And before the beginning of this year, she ran to the blogs to get them to post videos and stories about her and Future being together. This is how thirsty she was. Now, this is the same woman who has a 7-year-old daughter with Bow Wow. See, this is the girl you chose, Bow Wow, to be your baby mother. But anyway. And apparently, now she's pregnant. Months later, Future has broken up with her a couple times and went right back to one of his baby's mothers. He has other children, so he has other baby's mothers, and she really believed that he was going to not deal with them anymore, that he was going to wife her up. Like, she really believed this, because I guess he was having sex with her, and this is why a lot of women fall into side chick categories, because they take these dudes' word for it. They'll talk about how they done met his mama, his grandmama, his friends, his business partners. Everybody who knows him knows her. Like, they will believe this bullshit. And they will buy into the fact that because he's buying her gifts and taking her on vacations, that he loves her. Like, she's sending messages to bloggers, and they expose the DM messages to some of these blogs. And she's dissing his baby's mother. She called his children mistakes. Okay? You can tell this chick has the mentality of like a 14-year-old girl, like a preteen, because she thinks like a teenager. She does not think like an adult woman. This is a woman with a 7-year-old daughter. And looking at those messages, they were very juvenile. They were very petty. She disrespected the women that he's been with, his baby's mother. She disrespected his children, all because he sold her a dream. And I've told y'all females about that. You gotta stop letting these dudes sell you dreams, because it's not gonna work out the way you want it to. Future sold this chick a dream and she believed it. Now, this ain't no bad looking female at all. I could see why Future was lying to her, boosting her head up, because he wanted to sleep with her. That's what these rappers do. They have income to play games like this. And these women don't understand this. Just because he buys you expensive gifts, take you on vacations, you got to understand these guys have the finances to do that. That doesn't mean you're special. Do you know how many women that they deal with? And I don't understand why Joie Chavis really thought she could compete with his other baby mothers, because Future actually broke up with her in April and went back to his baby mother. Okay, and I guess he got back with Joie, but looking at the photos of her, how pregnant she is, it looked like she's been pregnant for months. And maybe when she started to show, that's when Future tried to cut ties quickly from her. But just getting into the mindset of women like this, These women who want to climb the social ladder. I even saw comments from women saying that she's following the Sierra model. You have a baby by, you date Bow Wow, you date Future, and then you end up dating a Russell Wilson. I want y'all to understand, this is why men are waking up. There's not going to be a lot of Russell Wilsons out there. Okay. You may think that you can play games with people and have all these kids out of wedlock and think a man is going to be waiting there for you to date you. That's not going to always be the case. But be that as it may, this chick put all her eggs in the Future's basket. This is the dreams that he was selling this chick. Then she said that she was basically a wife to him. This is a woman who was kept secret from the public, but she talked about how she was a wife to this guy. This is how mentally screwed up this chick is, man. Let me tell you something. A lot of these chicks, no matter how attractive they are, there's something mentally wrong with them. Okay? And this woman has a 7-year-old. What is she going to teach her daughter when her daughter gets older? To mess around with men in secret and hope one day he makes her public? And you gotta look at Bow Wow's situation. Bow Wow, you're paying child support to this chick. This is your baby mother, and she's being used, okay, by another man that you know, and being manipulated. This chick, Joie Chavis, really thought that she could take the place of his other baby mothers who've been dealing with Future for years. Those chicks have been dealing with him for years, and they've always took him back. Do you really believe that you're more loyal than they are? They've put up with a lot. They've put up with him dating Sierra and dating other women. Do you really think that they're going to be, I'm gonna say intimidated? You think they're going to be threatened by you? Because Future probably has told them that you're nothing more than somebody to sleep with. You're a side piece. You're a jump off. That's all it is. And she really believed the game that he was telling her. Just because he was pillowed, they was in the bed together, laying together, and he pillow talking and talking about all the plans they have together, how they're gonna marry each other, how they gonna I'm just putting that in there, but he probably was saying all that. Men say a lot when they don't have sex with a woman. Once a dude done has sex with a woman, he's liable to tell her all his business. He's liable to tell her all these future plans he have with her, because in that particular moment you're euphoric, you're not really thinking straight. But I think that once Future realized that he had gotten this chick pregnant, he said, "Oh shit, I don't want to be with this chick, man. She just another one of the chicks that I screw." Because Future, if he does have any loyalties in him, it's with his other baby mothers, because they have dealt with him the longest. Okay, I believe he cheated on Sierra with one of his baby mothers. Okay, he has no intention of making you his wife, not even his girlfriend. You're just one of the many chicks that he get with. This guy Future has no morality. He's gotten with married women publicly. Like, the guy doesn't care. And I don't know why you thought that he is going to just choose you and marry you. Women fall for this game. I don't get that. Is it because he has money and fame? Is that all it takes in society for a guy to be able to mentally manipulate you? Is for him to have money, for him to have fame, to have babies, mamas? Because we know a lot of these women are always chasing a man with a bunch of kids. I never understand it. These chicks are always out here chasing men with a bunch of kids. You should be going away from the men who have a bunch of kids, but y'all go to them because you're obsessed with being with a man who gets attention from women, and y'all know that's true. Deep down, a lot of you females know that it's true, that y'all go and y'all deal with men with kids because you believe that he gets attention from women. You don't want to be with a man who doesn't get attention from women. I've heard women say this. So you rather deal with a dirty dick dude than deal with a guy who has more self-control over the women that he's with. That's a damn shame. But that happens. And you got dirty dick Future, okay, who's out there having unprotected sex with this chick. He's probably having unprotected sex with his baby's mothers and maybe with other groupies, and y'all are okay with this. I would never understand some of the things you females do when it comes to these guys. Y'all are willing to compromise yourselves, your health, just so you can get with one of these guys who are just selling you dreams. Joy, you're not that attractive. You're not to the point to where he just has to be with you and only you. Okay, there's a plethora of women who are hitting him up every single day, Joy, and they probably look like you, and they probably look better than you. He sold you a dream. He's not going to choose you over his baby's mothers. They've dealt with him the longest. They know him. You don't really know him like that, but you're going to find out once you become just another baby mother. I just don't understand why you females are having unprotected sex with men who already have children. What is wrong with you? Are you doing it for the check? Is that what you're doing it for? Are you doing it for the check? You can't sit up here and talk about there's no good men out here when you women are having children with men who already have children. Because whether you want to believe it or not, most men don't have kids. It's a very small amount of men who are impregnating a lot of women. It's because a lot of you females like to go behind other women and deal with the men that they dealt with. Because you don't have people skills. You don't know how to choose good men, but you want to talk shit about how there's no good men out here. Maybe you ain't no good. How about that? Maybe you can't choose a decent man. And that's what you're seeing a lot. These chicks don't know how to choose a decent man. This is exactly why they're dealing with guys like Future. Now, he may have money and fame, but listen, he ain't just gonna have that with you. He's gonna have with other women. If he's gonna marry any woman, Joy, he's gonna marry one of his baby's mothers. You know, he's not gonna marry you. And then you got Bow Wow sitting on the side like, what the fuck? That's your baby mother, man. I've been dealing with Future, and Future's a little, you know, he's a little weird, to say the least. You know, Future's a bit of a weirdo, and your baby's mother was all over a weirdo. Okay. Brothers, we gotta do better. But y'all let me know what you think in the comment section below, and let me know your thoughts.